Hello, all my crafting people. Welcome back to Scrapping the Stash with Gail. It's the second Friday of the month, and you know what that means. It's time for Alphabet Roulette. Now, scrappers, before we spin the wheel, let's talk about what each letter represents. Each individual letter stands for supplies that I already own. And whatever letter we land on, I must use items from that letter on my layout. In Alphabet Roulette, the letter controls the stash. Think of it as shopping your stash, but the alphabet is your personal shopper. Some letters are fabulous, some letters are terrifying, and some are just excuses to use glitter. But rules are rules, folks. This is Alphabet Roulette. Let's spin that wheel. Ugh, the anticipation's killing me. What do we got? Ooh, R. That means rub-ons, roller stamp, reinforcers, or ribbon. This can be scary, but I love the anticipation. Ooh, S. Now this list is a bit longer, but it includes stickers, scraps, sequins, stamps and stencils, and of course, a scrapbooking sketch. Washi tape, watercolor, or wood. Which one will I choose? So as soon as I saw watercolor with the W with Alphabet Roulette, I thought of the newest paper pack that I have fallen in love with, and that is called Nature Walk. It is from Stamping Up, but it has these gorgeous designer artistry papers. This is one sheet front and back, and this is another sheet front and back. But look at these other colors here that are coming in with this watercolored background. There's a script paper, graph paper. These are just gorgeous, just like it came off of an artist's canvas. So I thought of this paper that is in this pack. And isn't this gorgeous? All of the turquoise and teals and blues and greens. On the flip side of this paper is this Secret Sea, which is a dark blue gray color with this interesting graph on the back of it. But I just love this paper, and this paper is what drew me to this paper pack. And so being able to use this was my first instinct when I saw the word watercolor when I looked up my W supplies. So I did go ahead and cut this paper down, which is why you only see this little bit here. But this piece of paper then inspired me to use the photos that I'm going to be bringing in here in just a moment. Now this paper pack also comes with a sticker sheet. These stickers are really a very thick, nice quality, but it has all of these titles and word sentiments. It has these border strips and tabs and flora elements and banners. I mean, it's just the perfect elements to add to this paper pack. So I will be utilizing quite a bit of those. And then this suite, or the Exploring Nature suite, also concludes a stamp set that has all of these really nice titles or word sentiments, but they're big for scrapbooking. And so I am going to be utilizing this stamp set for this layout, as well as another stamp set entitled Weekend Adventures. It has this really large title. Adventure starts here. It has all of these little wordy bits, taking the scenic route, things to do and places to see. Great again for titles and for word sentiments for your embellishment clusters in a layout. So I will be utilizing both of those stamp sets as well. Now, since it is Sketch and Spin Friday, I will be using a sketch. This is the sketch that I'm bringing in for this layout I'll be working on today. And as soon as I saw the R uh, come up on my Alphabet Roulette, I realized that I could absolutely use a ribbon for this horizontal element here. And I have probably the best ribbon that I could find for this to match this particular designer series paper. And I just absolutely love this layout. This is from my Stampin' Up! Upline, Erin Jacobson. So go on over to Crafty Concepts with Erin, and you can see her use this sketch as well. Now, bringing in the S, this is probably the easiest letter of the Alphabet Roulette to match up, because S, I have a scrapbooking sketch, which I had planned to use for this layout anyway. But at the same time, S on my list of supplies includes stickers, scraps, stamps, which we've already discussed, and then of course these are stickers. These are alpha stickers that I'll be doing a treatment on, just to make them pop off the page a little bit. But this is going to be my used for my large title in the middle. I may or may not use some sequins. It just depends on how the layout strikes me, if it feels finished when I'm done. Otherwise, I will be including some sequins as well. So now that you know what I'm using for Alphabet Roulette, let's put this layout all together. Stampin' Up's cardstock is two-toned, which I appreciate. There's a lighter side and a darker side, which makes it tons more versatile. So we are just going to start with this crumb cake right down the middle of both sides of my layout. Now I'm bringing in this watercolor paper from the Nature Walk paper pack, and I'm layering that on top of the crumb cake instead of butting it right up to it, because it just adds a little bit of a shadow and some definite dimension. Now, I had a lot of fun stash diving into my ribbon collection and found this gorgeous textured multicolored ribbon that I think is perfect for this layout. And let me tell you, haven't used ribbon in a really long time, but it was just like riding a bike. Now, I've seen and used a lot of techniques for applying this ribbon, but nothing works as good as this red line tape. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, it's just everywhere. Found that the best way to use it is to add it to the layout first and then stretch your ribbon across it. And once you have it placed, start from the inside and smooth it down to the outside, and then just round your ribbon corners around it. Now let's bring in these photos so you can see exactly why I thought of this paper pack. Look at the foliage and the greens on these photos. They are just perfect, perfectly matched for the paper pack. And as I'm looking at these trees, you can see, look how it just matches perfectly. This specific paper looks just like the tree leaf canopy. Now, the goal with the photo configuration is to kind of make it a circular effect all the way around the layout. And the reason for that is I want to just create a flow from start to finish across the layout, and then coming back to the front of the layout. Now that I have them placed, you can kind of see the flow of that circle here. Now I went ahead and did some stamping using the Weekend Adventures. I stamped this title here, Adventure Starts Here, and taking the scenic route. And I just basically did that on white cardstock, and I cut around those for some wordy bits. And I'm thinking I'm going to put this one up here and another one down on this corner down here. Now I stamped that with this close to my heart ocean stamp pad that's called Ocean, but it's just a really bright turquoise, but really any one of these colors would work. And you know, I'm looking at these photos. Our photo here has just a little bit of red and some oranges in it, plus our skin tones, and then we've got the little rooster down here. So what I'm thinking I'm wanting to do is to kind of pull in just a little bit of an orangey red, just to kind of highlight some of these wordy bits on here and use it as an accent color. So I dug in my stash and I found this orangey red, very small micro white polka dot. So I thought that that would just really be a really nice pop. It blends in really well. Plus, it'll bring your focus across the page with that triangle we're always looking to implement within our layouts. I also went ahead and stamped a couple word sentiments in that same ocean ink, that bright turquoise, from the Exploring Nature stamp set that goes along with these papers. And I used Not Lost, Just Exploring, and Nature is My Happy Place. But so I'm going to go ahead and add these, and I think I really would like to see these overlapping the pictures a little bit. So we're going to have to kind of see how that works um, with all the pictures and the placement of all of them and where they end up, on the layout here. But that's something we can play with here. This is going to be my journal box here, but I want to see that red come across here, and I think up at the top, just to kind of give a little bit of that design element. Okay, moving on to the large title in the middle. Now, these are alpha stickers, which all of you know, trying to use them up this year in my project catch up. But I just didn't like the way it looked just on the crumb cake. So I decided to bring in this Secret Sea cardstock and decided to go with the darker color because this blue was going to blend into the lighter color. Now, you'll see here in a minute as I start adding these letters to the cardstock, I was planning on just using just a banner of it and keeping the letters all lined up on there. But when I put it on in the middle of the layout, it just was so prominent that you didn't look at the pictures. So that made me decide to go ahead and fussy cut each of these letters out, leaving just kind of an outline of the secret C around each letter. Since they're boxy letters, it was very easy to fussy cut, make it fairly exact. Now, because the cardstock sticker is on top of a cardstock background, it actually will add some depth and texture when I lay it down here on the layout. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so now that we've got the title figured out, let's bring in some of these embellishments. Now, here is this red orange paper that I found, and I'm just going to place it underneath these embellishment clusters, kind of to create that visual triangle and also some anchor points for these subtitles that'll be all around the layout. The arrow will help direct the eye. Alphabet Roulette layout complete. I win. Alphabet Roulette did not beat me. So we had the letters R, S, and W, and R for in this layout is represented by this ribbon piece here. And I will bring this up so you can see it. I did end up putting it on both sides of this middle section, and I just love the way that adds some texture and just the right pop of green, especially when it comes against this turquoise over here. And then we also had S, which represents stickers and stamps. And I did not put sequins on here. I was looking into that, but I feel like this is busy enough that it doesn't need any more bling. So I used my stamps, I used a lot of stickers, and these are alpha stickers, which you know is my nemesis. So I am trying to use those on every single layout in my project catch up this year for 2026. And so then we had W, which could be washi or watercolor or wood. Um, I went with watercolor because I wanted to use this paper pack, and this watercolor background paper just works so well and so beautifully that I just love the way the pictures pop right off of it. Now, the other funny thing is that I did end up using washi tape on the back. I do cover up my excess ribbon tape, and then also I cover the ends of the ribbon so that it doesn't pop off the layout when I put it into the page protectors. So I ended up using washi tape inadvertently as well. So I'm going to bring this up to you so that you can see my clusters. They're very, very minimalist because, again, this paper just carries. It does all the work for me. I have adventure stars here with a little bit of foliage and this really pretty red orange just pointing into and across the layout. And then I have this small one over here with a geotag and just a piece of foliage. And then the Waimea Falls, which is where these pictures are. I have another, I'll bring this other side up. I have another orangish, the orange red color pointing across down the middle here, and bringing in some of these stickers here. The best view, we were on a trail and then not lost, just exploring. I have a nice cluster over here bringing the orange across. Nature is my happy place with this really pretty medallion and foliage again. And then this little one down here by the journal box, excuse me, that tells the city where Waimea Valley is in Hawaii. And then I just added a little compass. So I wanted to bring in the sketch just to kind of show you how this measures up to my layout here. So we've got the big letters for the title here in the middle, and I certainly did carry that over. We've got the horizontal pieces with the ribbon going across, and that's what is shown in the background here. And then we just have basically this circular layout of photos. Now, I did go ahead and flip where I put my journaling just because of the orientation of my pictures. I felt made this curve just a little bit better. And then they had just these two embellishment clusters, and then just a little tab up here. So I just went ahead and just added those clusters intermixed around within the photos, just to kind of draw your eye around the entire layout. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed this Sketch and Spin Friday. We will be playing Alphabet Roulette every second Friday of the month. Now, what I'm going to challenge you with is I would really love for you as my subscribers to tell me, give me some suggestions of what I should use on my next sketch. And I will include that in the next video. We will just play you pick and I scratch. So please comment. I would love to hear from you as to what you would like to see me do next. And please give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me today. Keep scrapping that stash. Bye-bye for now.